very good evening. This is Abigail bringing to you the news and events in Meghalaya from Bosco Media Network. Here are the headlines for today. Autumn session of Meghalaya Assembly will begin from tomorrow. Khasi Janta Deficit School Teachers Association gives suggestion to government on HSLC and SSLC examination, and Braveheart Everbloom Ki Nongrum received the President's Jivin Raksha Padak Awards 2020. And now the news in detail. The Khasi Janta Deficit School Teachers Association of Meghalaya today gave host suggestions to the state government on holding the HSSLC and SSLC examination to be conducted by Meghalaya Board of School Education. Speaking to the media after meeting the Meghalaya Education Secretary D.P. Walang, the President Khasi Janta Deficit School Teachers Association B.K. Kongjirem said the selection test for private candidates should be done away this year. Candidates who failed to clear private selection test 2019 conducted by the respective DSE should be allowed to appear in the SSLC examination directly. He also said that students from affiliated and non-affiliated schools should be allowed to appear in the MBOS examination directly, considering that the virus is expected to be active during the cold season.
Last year, conducted by the respective DSEUs, should be allowed to appear in the SSLC examination directly. 3. Students from affiliated and non-affiliated schools should also be allowed to appear in the MBOS examination directly, considering that the virus is expected to be active during the cool season. That is the. However, when the SSLC and HSLC examination are held in 2021, the standards of the examination and evaluation thereafter should not be compromised. Number 4, all the students from nursery up to class 9 should be unconditionally promoted to the next higher classes. Number 5, reopening of the school is left to the wisdom of the state government in consultation with the health department. And last one, it has been noticed that students' response to the counseling, clearing of the doubts session permitted by the government is very poor, and the attendance is very negligible. Parents seems to be reluctant to send their children to school for fears of exposure to the virus. That is the suggestion put forward by the association to the government. From the principal secretary, he assured the association that he will place this proposal in the meeting tomorrow between the MBOS and the education department.
A brave heart lad, Everbloom Ki Nongrum of a lesser-known Maurinkaning village in Meghalaya, East Khasi Hills district, was given the President's Jivin Raksha Padak Awards 2020 by the Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills district, Shrimati Isawanda Lalu, at a simple program held at the DC's office in Shillong today. Everbloom Ki Nongrum at the age 10 saved 2 of his friends from drowning in separate incidents last year. Everbloom Ki Nongrum was handed over the National Bravery Award and a cash award of Rs 1 lakh. The Jivin Raksha Padak is awarded to civilians for saving lives from drowning, fire or mine accidents. It is awarded for courage and promptitude in saving life under circumstances of grave bodily injury to the rescuer. The program was held under strict adherence of health protocol, in which only a few selected members of this family were allowed to attend the function. Everbloom, when asked if he felt scared of jumping into the waters to save his friend, he said, "No, not at all. I will not shy away from saving more lives in future if it is in my capacity." When asked what he would do with the money, Everbloom said that it should be utilized for the members of the family, and also profusely thanked the village authorities and parents for encouraging him. Earlier, Everbloom Ki Nongrum had also received Indian Council for Child Welfare ICCW National Bravery at a grand function held in New Delhi.
Receive but nga Everbloom but sordar kata lain daka ICCW de mentapat ya kane kejiwan raksak padak la aida Presiden Jongkari India but ila pha pat sya idisi ken ban ai pat yang ni bani kusnong morun keneng hi brok away bangi lala ban yo igani ka award na ban ta kun jongi na kacing pelaj jong i ya armut ki porlok jong i kata ka belajia haka khatnyau tarik bat ka arplay tarik jong Julai arhaja house nam arhajar ka khandai ngakum ka keme nga snau nga kentu yaki khun ki khun red ki samla baki lada don kinu ki brio ki basyam kacing ki dei ban yarap da ka bor ka chongki lada kot bor shu ngampen shulur yaki bakin yarap ndai kin perkhat ya ka bor lada kimla ban yarap kila ban khot ban yarap lam ndai ban kin le hi tamarwai ken tinga kentu kena lada don kinu ki basyam cing kin long ki balak kloy ban yarap lah kanu kaliang
te wangi la le kai te de ban sanpat ula hab no hak tlu ba lai mitar bala dap da ko te hak cui ka apply tarik Julai asal khandai ru kalong kala cha biang cui bala hab no da wei perlok changa bat nang ru ban bat ula chom de nang ru ban ji te lai ban chom ban yarap em sang tiang de mar ba ngala shu sarai wei ban la dei perlok da ngam to te ngala du perlok ya shu yarap ke stan nga kwa kong ngala kwa ban ai kublai subun ya i ba ya i sardar snong trong ni te bat ya email jung ni bat baru ya dokumen ban yoi ka ni ka jiwan raksha award te atat ru nga kwa ban ai kublai lot ya ki ba ya email ipa bat ya i saudara kumcu ya i ba mama Ruben jadi si kumcu nga kwa lang army.
The autumn season of Meghalaya Assembly will begin from tomorrow, the 5th of November 2020. According to a notification issued by the Commissioner and Secretary of Meghalaya Assembly Secretariat, there will be no session of the Assembly on November 6. During this session, government would introduce the Meghalaya Rights to Public Service Bill 2020, which will ensure that a specific timeline is given for any kind of service that the government is providing to the people. The government would also introduce St. Saviour's University Bill during the session to set up the private university in the state. The session would conclude on November 12. 2 days of the session will be private members' business, while 2 days will be government business. The Opposition Congress is also all set to raise different issues pertaining to COVID-19, illegal transportation of coal and alleged corruption in Garo Hills Autonomous District Council during the 5-day session. The Meghalaya Cabinet today took a couple of decisions, including limiting the age of the chairman of any board, cancelling the Rangmao Hydel project, using of e-stamps and approval of setting up university in the state. Talking to the media after the cabinet meeting at the main secretariat in Shillong, Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister President Tin Song said the cabinet meeting chaired by Meghalaya Chief Minister has decided that from now onwards, no person will be allowed to become a chairman of any board in the state after attaining 65 years of age. However, Tin Song reiterated that the service of the chairman of the board, Mr. Areng, will be allowed to continue for another 1 year.
In the previous original act, I think when we issued the appointment of the chairman of the commission, we mentioned only 5 years. And now we incorporated one more proposal, and that is the age limit of any chairman to be appointed by the government should be not more than 65 years. So the proposal was approved by the cabinet. Relating to the extension of the contractual appointment made to the Secretary of Meghalaya State Consumers Dispute Redressal Commission, Shri H.N. Areng. So the department has proposed 1 more year of contractual appointment be extended to Shri H.N. Areng, Secretary of Meghalaya State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, and the Cabinet has approved the proposal.
On the power scenario on the state, Tin Song said the cabinet took the decision to cancel its memorandum of agreement with Siu Energy Limited for executing the 65 megawatt Rangmao Hydel power project. He said the proposal was submitted in 2010, but the project was found to be not economically feasible.
Signed between the government of Meghalaya and the company MS Siu Energy Limited for implementation of the 65 megawatt Rangmao Hydel power project. And the company who already signed the MOU with the government of Meghalaya in the year 2010. Ultimately, they sent the proposal due to the unfeasibility of the proposed project development of Rangmao Hydel project signed in 2010. The company requested the government to cancel the MOU signed due to the unfeasibility of the project. So the cabinet today, through power department, has agreed to cancel the MOU signed between the government and the company known as MS Siu Energy Limited.
On the education front, Tin Song informed that the cabinet approved the draft bill for setting the St. Xavier's University in the state. The proposal bill will be placed before the assembly session for its consideration.
Applied one by one as per the act provided. One is the most successful institution, I should say, throughout India. That is St. Xavier's. One is in Calcutta they have, I think you knew it well. Then in Guwahati also they have, and then throughout India they have, even in Delhi they have. So in fact this St. Xavier's University, which because the governing body belongs to St. Xavier's, I think you understand the name itself of this institution is very, very famous and very, very good. So many university which is just for the namesake. So ultimately government of Meghalaya has come up and constituted one regulatory board. Okay, one regulatory board, and then ultimately this application was sent to the regulatory board, and even regulatory board has strongly recommended that the bill be considered in the assembly. So as I said to you, we learn through mistakes, because we have seen it quite a number of so-called private universities, they did nothing. So now we will not allow this kind of things to happen. And as I said to you, I would like to assure you that St. Xavier's University is one of the most popular and famous institutions throughout India.
In addition, Cabinet also decided to start e-stamp services in the state to ease people far and near to go online after a proposal was submitted and approved by the Cabinet today.
I think you all know the non-judicial stamp, which is being procured all these years, is offline. You can go and buy from the designated places, or maybe from the post office or from the bank or from any places. And this time we decided that e-stamps be started in the state of Meghalaya. This will ease people far and near to go online. So again, the proposal submitted by the department was ultimately approved by the cabinet.
Let us now have a glimpse of COVID-19 update for today. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Thank you for being with us.